VIP groups. It's a funny thing with VIP groups. And I've done a lot of research with them recently, and I've done a little kind of a test with my own business and my own sales to kind of see where things fall or how I feel about them. And I'm going to do a little disclaimer first, okay? And I am just going to share with you my feelings, my knowledge, my experience with VIP groups. And then I'm going to pop it in your court for you to decide what's best for you and your business, okay? That's the beautiful thing about this business and this company is that, what works for me may not work for you. What works for you may work for me, may not. I'm just going to be here to give you as much information as I can, and then you can decide, how it fits in your life and your business and all that good stuff. So for a long time, I know that from the very beginning, since I started, it's always like you got to create a VIP group and you put everything in your VIP group and add people in there, add your customers in there, do all this other stuff. And I think that's awesome, but I want to share with you some things that may be hindering your business or yourself a little bit by using VIP groups. And the reason I'm saying this is because I've noticed in my own personal VIP group, it doesn't feel like as many people are watching. I know we always say everybody's always watching, and they do. But I think Facebook, it's kind of shifted more onto your personal page a little bit more than it has your VIP groups, those private groups. And I'm just going to be completely honest. When Unique first started, when I first started with this business, you didn't have all these social media companies, network marketing companies on Facebook. So when you got added to a group, it wasn't really that big of a deal. Fast forward, 3.5, almost 4 years later, I am added to VIP, or not even VIP groups. I'm added to groups all the time, like almost daily, whether, for the longest time I was added to all these LuLaRoe groups, and I'm added to all kinds of groups. And honestly, it leaves a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth because a lot of times people just add me without asking, without even, I don't even really know who they are that much, and they just pop me in their group. And then I feel like all I'm getting is spammed, even though I'm not, but, or maybe I am a little bit with some of them, but I feel like all I'm getting is spammed because all they're doing is post. I don't know them. They don't know me. Yet they're trying to sell me. And I don't want that for this business. I don't want that for our team. And I think what happens is we kind of limit ourselves and limit that reach when we do the VIP group, because a lot of times we don't really use it as a way to build relationships, which this business is all about, building relationships. I don't care if you have the most incredible products in the world, whether you do the most amazing makeup in the world. If you can't connect with people, you are not going to sell with people. People aren't buying from you because of your product. They're buying because they connect with you. And it's one of the reasons why I say, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be real. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to do all these things because that's real life. That's how people are. If you've got your kids running around in the background with you and you're trying to do a video or you're trying to talk and the kids are going crazy and you're just like, oh my gosh, and you just want to delete the video because you're like, it's not perfect, it's not this. I'm telling you right now, freaking keep that video going. Do it because you're going to be able to reach people that way, because everyone that has kids, their lives are crazy like that. So the thing with the VIP groups is this. I feel like we're kind of overrun with them a little bit on Facebook. And most of the time, what I was finding with my own personal ones, because I don't do a lot of flash sales. If you guys know me or you know anything about me and my business, I have built a super successful business with personal sales, but I do not do flash sales. I do flash sales once a year on my birthday. Sometimes I might do a little mini sale before Christmas, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do it this year or not, but I don't do flash sales. So for me, those private groups, because you know how we can't post private sales, that are not corporate sponsored sales. We can't post those on our personal walls or on our business page. You have to do those in private settings, like a private group or a private event. And so to me, my VIP group doesn't really benefit me for that because I don't offer those kind of sales out. Anytime I ever have done like, if we have, you know, like we did that Epic thing last month, you know, where we were offering the Epic at a discounted price. I didn't do that in my VIP group. I did that on my personal wall, was really vague about it, asked for however many people who haven't tried Epic before. And then I was talking to people through Facebook Messenger and sharing the deal I was giving them. And that's kind of where I want to piggyback onto this next. So going back to the Facebook VIP groups. So if you're using them as a place to pop all the little females that you know, and then you use it to sit here and just post pictures every day, maybe post a video, do things like that. And then you pop out, right? You feel like you're going through all these motions, you're doing all this stuff. Nobody's watching, nobody's buying, nobody's doing anything. Well, the thing is this, you're limiting yourself because a lot of times in these groups, people hit the, you know, I don't want to follow the notifications. I don't want to see the posts that come up. And it's nothing about you personally. It's just about they're in too many groups, you know? So what I have done in the last, I'm going to be jumping all over the place because I know this is kind of a really picky, really touchy subject because everything we've talked about has always been about VIP groups. And now I'm saying, think about them. I just don't feel like you can build relationships as well in a VIP group, in a private group, as you can on your personal wall because you need to be able to brand yourself. You want to brand yourself. You want people to think of you, that you want them to think of makeup. You want them to think of, you know, for me, I try to brand myself with, you know, a few things. And, you know, one of them, of course, is being with Younique and my passion for Younique and makeup. But you want what you're posting every day to reach more people and for them to think of you. And when they comment, it reaches their friends and things like that. And you know, you can't really do that so much in a private group, you know, or if you do, you don't reach as many people. And the thing that how do I explain it? I'm trying to explain it the best I can, and I feel like I'm not doing a very good job with this. Let me give an example. Okay, so I did a test, right? And I have, you know, you guys know I add people every day. And I had this girl who I had added, super nice girl. And she had private messaged me. We were talking back and forth. We were talking about our kids. One of our kids had gone on a trip. And we were just saying all this stuff. And she sees my post, right? So she wanted to buy the Epic. I saw the Epic. Now, normally, because she bought Epic, I would have popped her in my VIP group. But I thought, you know what? I don't want to pop her in my VIP group because number one, I just sold an Epic to her and she wasn't in my VIP group. You know, I feel like a lot of times we get those sales and then we pop them in this group and then all of a sudden, like they're just kind of lost in that pool of people. I don't know. And maybe it's just the way I've run my VIP group. Maybe you guys do it a little differently. And that's, like I said, this conversation may not be for you. I just want to share what's happened with me and what I've seen and how it's helped my business. Because I used to post in my VIP group 2 times a day, 3 times a day sometimes. And now I rarely post in it. And my sales are just the same as they were before. So anyway, so she had purchased this Epic. I didn't put her in my VIP group. I sent it to her. I private messaged her a lot. And I pretty much told her, you know, listen, you know, hope you love you. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to follow up with you, you know, the normal stuff that we do. And before I even had a chance to follow up with her, she posted on my wall, maybe some of you guys saw it last week. She had posted on my wall how much she loved the mascara, the Epic mascara. And because she's not in my VIP group, she posted it on my personal wall. So what that did is that just reached a lot of people. And I'm going to tell you what, I sold 2 mascaras from that post, from her review, not from me posting a picture, not from me asking people, not from me doing all these posts all the time in my VIP group. I sold 2 Epic mascaras from a friend of mine saying how much she loved the mascara. So if you had that, if she was in my VIP group and she put that in there, it's going to be limited to whoever's in my VIP group. These 2 people that purchased the Epic have never bought one product from me. Not one. I don't even know if they've ever commented on anything, to be honest with you. I don't recall that they have. Maybe they have, but I don't remember that they have. But when you're doing it, when you're putting it more on your personal wall or on your business page, then you're reaching more people and you're reaching their friends, because now her friends saw that she commented on my page. On my personal page, my personal wall. So then you end up getting sales from that. So what I feel like when you have these VIP groups, you create this barrier for growth, because you're not seen by your full network. You're only seen by the number of people that you pop in this group, and that's it. And you want to do stuff that's going to stand out. You want to stand out. You want to have that personal service so that people trust you. So when you don't have a VIP group to have as a crutch, and you have to build your business on your personal wall or on your Facebook page or by networking face to face with people, because there are people in this business that make a complete amazing business, super successful business, and they don't use social media as the means to do it. So you don't have to. If you're somebody that's better one-on-one, face-to-face, by all means, do that. But you want to do something that's going to stand out, and you want to have good customer service, and you want people to trust you. And the best way to do that is to interact with them, to build relationships with them. Make them feel special, Like, say, for instance, when the time comes for me to have my flash sale for my birthday or whatever, or if I offer another private sale, which I don't do, like I said, I don't do very many private sales, but if I did that, I will sit here and go through and I will private message the women who I think would be interested, so that they know, hey, listen, I have this deal going on. If you're interested, let me know. Now, it's going to be more work for me, but gosh, if I get more sales, isn't it worth it? And isn't that what this business is to do things that are building relationships with people and creating that trust and creating that back and forth thing where they feel special? I mean, that's what people want to do. They want to feel like you care about what's going on. If they're going to make a choice to buy something from you, you want them to sit here and care about that. They want to feel cared about, So a lot of times when we have the VIP groups, we just kind of put everything in there, and maybe sometimes you don't have that same personal touch. You're not forced to have that same personal touch. And then I will do an event, and I'll add everyone to my event. Like as like I would a VIP group. I've got a special event going on. I'll add everybody to my event, and then it's their choice to accept or not accept. I love events. I mean, that's kind of where I've gone lately. Events work great for me. Because I'm burnt out on groups. I am burnt out, honestly, on groups. I get added to groups, like I said, all the time. And I cringe when I see I'm getting added to groups. And I don't want that. I don't want that for me. I don't want people to feel like that about me and my business, even though I feel like I'm adding value to them. It's a perception thing. And I think I add more value to them when I private message and talk to them than I just talk to everyone. So let's see. Brand yourself event, private message. I think that's kind of all I was talking about. If you guys have any insight, please share it, because this is something that I want us to kind of talk about together. Because like I said, I'm not saying that, what I'm suggesting or talking about is the right way. I just am saying that I have gotten more positive feedback by not using my VIP group on a daily basis anymore, and using, working more strategically on building those relationships one-on-one, and allowing people, hey, do a review, pop it on my wall, I'd appreciate it. And I didn't do that with the girl that did the Epic, but it's something now that I saw that I got 2 sales from doing that, I'm certainly going to do that now. How awesome is it to get reviews on your personal wall, right? So, and then you reach their friends. You reach their friends that way when they do a post. So it's just, you automatically are building your network, or at least your viewed network, because maybe you catch somebody's eye and somebody decides to start following you, or maybe they friend you or whatever. And that's really what we're trying to do, is just build our network. So is anybody on that has any insight one way or the other, what they feel like or what they think, or Have they noticed that VIP groups, or maybe they're a VIP group, if you haven't noticed and it's totally going crazy awesome, then please counter. Let me know what's going on. What are you doing different? You know, I mean, this is a learning experience for all of us. I am by no way, shape, or form, you know, someone who knows everything about everything. And I'm the first person to admit that. I just do a lot of research. I do a lot of time studying, working on personal development, trying to better myself, trying to help you guys as much as possible. So if there's something that you guys know or something that's working, please share. That's what this is about. We're about sharing and helping each other. I need help too. You know, I'm trying to help you guys, but I need help too. If things are working for you, share them. Please share it with all of us, because that's how we're all going to get better. That's how we're all going to grow, and that's how we're going to all become successful. So, see, there's some of you guys on here. Is there anybody that wants or can or wants to share or agree, disagree, get what I'm saying, don't get what I'm saying, want to talk about something else?